Hello footy fans, welcome back to the channel. My name's Baller. Let's do this. Let's chat ball. Yeah, let's go on to this weekend's games. Have a look at the fixtures. There's 5 on Saturday and 5 on a Sunday. Next weekend we have an international break. So what we'll be doing, we're looking at the first 5, then the second 5 and seeing what we come up with. Bournemouth, Newcastle. Newcastle going really strong in the league, chugging along. Suffered a defeat midweek in Europe, but we all know that European games are different gravy, different kettle of fish altogether. Let's have a look at the table. Newcastle up in 6, 2 points behind the Champions League places. Bournemouth down in the old dreaded relegation, the last relegation place. Goals will be really important this season, as you can see. The teams that are down there, look at there are 2 teams on 4, but the Sheffield United are bottom on goal difference. 2 teams on 6, but Bournemouth are in the bottom 3, again on goal difference. That's quite a big jump, 7 goal difference. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with the game itself. Bournemouth, Newcastle. I've actually predicted this as a 2-0 away win. I'll be posting all the predictions at the end of the video, guys. See if you can match my predictions. Last week I did really good, and in midweek I did absolutely brilliant. The European games, I haven't been posting them, but I will from now on because I want to see what you guys can come up with. So I predicted that one as a 2-0 away win for Newcastle. Arsenal, Burnley. Can only see one winner in this game, and Arsenal are currently in 4th. Burnley are 2nd from bottom, minus 19 goal difference. Arsenal plus 14 goal difference. So I can only see one outcome in that game. I predicted that one as a 3-0 to Arsenal, a home win. Next one will be my boys, Palace versus Everton. Now, I've said that Everton, I predict, will go down this year. I did initially think they would struggle, but I do think they will go down in the last relegation place. I think Palace are around 11th. There you go. Palace currently 11th, Everton in 16th. Palace minus 3 goal difference on 15 points. Everton on 11 points, minus 4. So nothing really in it there. Everton have played a game more than Palace, but it levels itself out across the season. So we'll have to wait and see with that one as well. I predicted that one as a 2-1 home win for Palace. Manchester United. This team really is quite baffling, really. They really have got some good players in this team. Is it the manager? Is it the players not able to play with each other? Sometimes you get certain players that don't click or gel. Only team that I could liken that to would be Tottenham back in the day when they had your Ardiles, your Villas, your Falco, your Steve Perryman, your Ray Clements. That era of football, they was always known as great individuals, but somehow they never gelled and clicked as a team. Never got they did well in cup competitions. You must admit, but the reason they got given that label, or I give them that label, is because in the league they were known as a great team who never achieved much for the players they had. They never got pushed for the league, etc. Man United is really, and Luton. This Luton team, they're tricky. You need to keep an eye on this team this season. They're going to surprise a few people. Luton, as we all know, down there in the bottom half, in the struggling areas of the league, on just 6 points, minus 11 goal difference. And Manchester United, only in 8th position, 18 points, 2 points out the European places, with a minus 4 goal difference after plus 4, goal difference. We're talking about 8th position, minus 4 goal difference after 8 games. What is the thing with this Manchester United team? Because I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know what the problem is they have got good players. I think there's something in the dressing room. You've got this Jadon Sancho thing that's rumbling on and on. I think you've got like an overspill from whatever's happened there, and maybe the players are not happy with the manager. There's some players are not happy with other players being in the team or out of the team. It just doesn't seem as though there's it's just a strange situation for Manchester United to be struggling. And for me, Ten Hag doesn't seem like he's the right man. I'll put that out there. That's me holding my hands in the air. He doesn't seem like he's a Manchester United fan. And whenever he's getting interviewed, he looks like a piece of cardboard to me. He doesn't seem to have any answers, and he just reels off the same spiel like he's been programmed by a robot. He seems to be out of his depth, if you ask me. Wanted to do the Manchester United way of playing football and integrate the Ajax DNA. Well, that hasn't worked. You need to have a plan B, Mr. Ten Hag, and you need to have it quick. But what I've done for this weekend's game, I predicted that as a 2-0 win for Manchester United. Another loss for Luton. But that's the way it goes. Next one. The midday game. Wolves versus Tottenham Hotspur. Now this, I think, will be quite a good game. Tight game. Don't know, Tottenham's bans come into effect straight away. But Tottenham are in second, as you can see there. Wolves down there in 14th with a -5 goal difference. I think that doesn't tell you a true story about the Wolves team. I think that's quite a decent team. I think they'll finish 12th upwards, maybe push for the top 10, because I think they'll nick a few points off some people. But for this one, I'm going for a 2-1 away win for Tottenham. Not sure if they have any suspensions from last weekend's game with Chelsea after sendings off, etc. Yellow cards. Next Sunday's games: Aston Villa versus Fulham. Predicting quite a tough game for this one. I think this one will be a 1-0 win for Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa will overpower Fulham in midfield, and Ollie Watkins will get his goal this week, maybe 2. But I'm going for a 1-0 win for Aston Villa in the first Sunday game. Next one, Brighton versus Sheffield United. I can only see a home win in this one. I've gone for a 3-1 win for Sheffield United. Brighton steaming along up there in 7th place, and they fully deserve that as well. It's not like they're there by luck. Play great football, keep hold of the ball really, really well. Sheffield United, I fear for this team. If it was my team, I would want them to keep their heads up. Don't become the whipping boys, because as soon as you go 1-0 down, you know you're going to lose a lot of confidence straight away. But that is life in the Premier League. If you're not strong enough, you will be punished, even by the teams that are also ends. Someone can pull out a performance against someone who hasn't got much confidence, and you can lose 3 or 4-0 to teams that are in the little mini league that are around you. So prediction there is Brighton 3, Sheffield United 1. Chelsea, Manchester City. Chelsea. Just crazy game. We'll come on to that one a bit later, versus Tottenham last weekend. But this one, I think this one will end 2-1 to Manchester City with an away win. Chelsea there up into 10th. Man City stuck in their first place of Kings of the Premier League. I don't think they'll win it this year. I'm going to give it to this team here, Arsenal. I predicted that Arsenal will win the league this year. I will post the table along with the predictions at the end of the video, guys. But I think this one will end 2-1 for City, because they've just got too much for a Chelsea team that's, you don't know what you're going to get from this Chelsea team. I don't think the manager does. Pochettino, you see him standing on the touchline, he just looks like he's hoping for something to happen. Liverpool-Brentford. I predicted this one as a 2-1 home win. Have a look at the table there. Liverpool third position, going along nicely, 24 points, 3 points behind the leaders, plus 14 goal difference. Brentford down in 9th, not exactly struggling themselves, but I see Liverpool being just too strong for Brentford and getting the 3 points. The last game on the Sundays, West Ham Forest. This one, I think this is going to be quite a tight one. I've decided to give this one to West Ham. 1-0 home win for West Ham. West Ham currently they're in 12th. Forest right behind them in 13th. But I think West Ham will be just the better team on the day and take the points with a 1-0 home win.